ladies and gentlemen, we back. First off, I'm hella wavy out here. I didn't just took the rag off. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes you got to show the waves on the line, baby. It is what it is. Hey, man, I wasn't expecting it. I just looked down. It was there. Hey, we got a lot to get into, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yeah. We back! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Get into work. Don't slap your boss. You got one more day to get through.
Don't do that.
And we got to start the conversation off right. Because I got a feeling, boys. I got a feeling about this quarterback. I'm not giving my long-term prediction. But I got a feeling that I get every single time I have been able to watch Caleb Williams. And I've been able to watch Caleb Williams more than anybody in the chat that's sitting here trying to go at me. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Caleb Williams, did the Bears make the right call going Caleb Williams over Justin Fields? We got to talk about that on today's episode. Because there is a lot around this young man that, dare I say, as Joel, the super producer, says about Dominique Robinson, has me feeling tingly. We'll talk about all that and more. Of course, got to talk about some domination in this Bengals practice. We'll talk about all that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. And dare I say, welcome into the Morning Breeze, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a lot to talk about today. What's going on, boys? Everybody here and awake?
I'm sorry, PK. What's
going on, bro?
That, man.
You good?
Hey, man. Listen, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Did not tell you to do this.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Hey, listen, when Pat said don't slap your boss, hey, slap your boss. That's how I feel today.
Listen, slap your boss. Boy, you said boss.
Bro, this man looks like he is ready to kill somebody.
Literally didn't say it.
I'm not a morning person at all.
Didn't tell you to wake up.
Listen, hey, okay, I heard you the first 10 times you said it.
Oh, C-Dub.
Dub is in the building. Oh,
got the energy drink on deck. I should have got an energy
and
drink.
he looks ready to go. This guy looks ready to get after.
Hey, listen, I'm glad he does look ready to go. I didn't say I wasn't. I'm here. I'm awake.
Shout out to Breeze Nation, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. We got some yurts in the building because we do got the squad in the building. Hey, got to start the morning off right. And I love this because this is the conversation that has to be had. And this is the funny part about this. Shout out to Scottish Bear. I know. First off, is that Nikita in your profile picture, my good sir? I'm an Akita owner myself, big Akita fan. It says, why are we even still bringing this up with his athletic I'm assuming you admit athletic prowess. Justin Fields, an average quarterback. Caleb Williams' floor is higher than Justin Fields' ceiling. Caleb in Rome always was the Hall. Get over it and move on. Well, the reason that we're talking about this,
get over it.
Here we go.
Is because this is the only conversation that matters this season in relation to the Bears quarterback scenario. Did the Bears make the right call and get better at a position that they chose to move on from? And this is an early, and like I said, I've got a feeling. And when I have a feeling, I need to talk about that. That's what doing some therapy is helping me to understand.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Big dubs.
But to me, I want to let the people in on what we're seeing at training camp, what we're seeing consistently from Caleb Williams at training camp. And I'm going to tell you this right now. And I love this. Well, what a name. Flip-flop. Let's pretend you were never a Justin Fields coach. It's not a flip-flop. He's my quarterback. He's the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. It's not a flip-flop. I always said I would root for whoever Ryan Poles brought in. I rooted for Mitch. I rooted for Jay. I rooted for Rex. Rooted for Orton. Definitely wanted Orton over Jay, but I rooted for both of them. Guess what? Rooted for Glennon.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
This is my year.
You know what I
Wow,
mean?
okay.
Like I don't know what to tell y'all, dog. And any dude that's standing back there going set Hut under center for the Chicago Bears, I'm a cheer for him.
Yeah.
That's called being a fan. And so I always was going to be a fan of whoever was the quarterback of the Bears. We just had different opinions on this. But I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is just an early feeling. It's not my long-term prediction. But I've been to multiple training camps. I've seen just about every training camp that Justin Fields has had, and I've now seen Caleb Williams' first training camp. When you talk about somebody who epitomizes, he was definitely not going to be up in time for this show.
I was about to say, I heard
somebody who epitomizes the conversation of the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about anticipatory throws, IQ, understanding of what he's looking at, and being able to make a decision, it is amazing to me as I sit here 4 weeks into camp that this guy plays for the Chicago Bears. And I think Ryan Poles said it best after he drafted Caleb Williams. Justin Fields is a quarterback that you can win with. With this team, you could win with Justin Fields. Keenan Allen was here, right? All these guys were here. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. You still could have gone out and gotten Rome Odunze. You could have gone out and gotten Marvin Harrison Jr. You could have built this offense very similarly and gone out there and rolled out with Justin Fields. He's a quarterback that you can win with. I do believe that. But Caleb Williams can be a quarterback that you can win because he's that guy. He's a quarterback that you can win because of. He's a quarterback that when it comes down to it and you're sitting there going, all right, we got to make a play here, boys. What are we doing? Oh, we got him? I bet. Now, I'm not saying that this guy's better than this guy. But in this training camp, what I'm seeing as far as a quarterback, and I'm basing this on rookie year Caleb Williams versus third year Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. It's a breath of fresh air, boys. It's a breath of fresh air.
All right, Pat. You don't have to say it. I'm gonna say it. I agree with the last commenter. Yeah, Caleb is better than Justin Fields. He's better than Justin Fields out the gate, and that's just is what it is. And I've kind of always been on that train simply because we saw that Justin Fields was a great athlete. In fact, I think you mentioned that yesterday. Some people are good athletes. Great athlete. Justin Fields is a great athlete. If you ask me about the most athletic people at the position, Justin Fields is a top 5 athlete at his position. I wouldn't argue that at all. If you tell me if he's a good quarterback, I would say heck no. He's not a good quarterback, and that's okay. Hey, still made the league. Still, there's a utility for him there. Great. Hey, I hope he's successful. I never felt like we could win with him because I want my quarterback to pass the ball. I don't want my quarterback to run for 1,200 yards. I'm glad that he can do it. Definitely not what I want my quarterback to be able to do. And that quarterback rarely wins. That's just a fact. We've never seen that quarterback win. Now, if you want to sit there and say, have a good record, stuff like that, sure, Lamar Jackson has that. Great. Mike Vick, I guess you could say that. Mike Vick wasn't all that great, though, if we're going to be honest. We peel the layers back. Mike Vick wasn't all that great. Like, no, it's exciting. It's different. We get some people going. It doesn't win. We finally have someone who can win. In fact, I don't know where Pat just went.
Oh, we good.
His power.
Oh, okay. So okay, cool. I see the text. So at this point, it just is what it is. I'm not gonna switch up on that one. A QB's job is to pass. He was never a good passer to me. Even now, even with them trying to fix his base, all that stuff, say what you want to say, doesn't look good. But that's just my opinion. So out the gate, Caleb is already better than me at being a quarterback. The way he can read, the anticipatory throw, stuff like that. That's what you want a quarterback to do. You want to base the build off of. He comes into the league with that. You can't teach that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was actually not was, but still am a big Justin Fields fan, and still am. I mean, I'm still rooting for the guy. I'm still actively checking Pittsburgh's Twitter. I'm actively checking on YouTube, seeing what highlights he's doing and how is he keeping up with the race between him and Russ. I'm a fan from. I'm a root for Justin no matter where he goes and no matter what team he plays for. Um, and I was one of those guys that initially was kind of like, well, what do we need, this kid Caleb for? Because he kind of does some of the same stuff. And now I know we joke about it because the fact that I didn't really watch a lot of Caleb tape in the very beginning of his potential ascent to the NFL, but I wasn't really sold. Man, this kid, he's a real deal, bro.
isn't that a Drake line? Hate me, never met me in person. Hate me, never met me in the flesh. Like, this man hated Caleb, didn't even watch the tape.
And so here's the thing. It wasn't that I hated him. I didn't hate him at all. I was just a Justin Fields fan. I didn't want to lose my quarterback at the time. For me, that was my quarterback. And just like Pat, even though, I'm a big Justin Fields fan, I hated that we had to lose him. I thought we could have got the haul, so to speak. That was kind of my thought process. I'm always going to be a Bears fan first, right?
Mhm.
So I'm going to root for Caleb, whether he was going to be great or okay or whatever the case may be. Let's just say Caleb come out the gate and he's just average or he's just okay. I'm going to still root for him, because that's my quarterback. But I will have to say, as we look into these preseason games and we look in these training camps, and we're starting to see some of the things, and the eye test just does not lie to you. The eye test is the eye test. Caleb is him. Caleb is him, bro. And I'm actually glad that we decided to go the route of drafting him, because obviously we could have gotten the haul, so to speak, and see what that could have been. We could have drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe got some more pieces on the O line, and it's a lot that we could have done, obviously, in trading that number 1 overall pick. But we did end up getting, in my opinion, the best quarterback and the best player in this draft, and he's possibly generational. So, yeah, I think when it comes to the question of did the Bears make the right call, I think we made the call, the only call. It's the only call.
Yeah, I think the obvious answer is yes, guys. I mean, you're looking at the chat, and a lot of people are saying this is an irrelevant, conversation. Why are we talking about this? Move on. Justin Fields is on another team. Let's stop talking about this. I hear you guys, but the reason why I think it's relevant in the moment is we're comparing how Caleb looks just in the few weeks that he's already taken over as quarterback in his rookie season, like Pat said, versus year 3 when Justin was here, coming off of what was a really good season when he was a top 100 player, just off of rushing and his mobility, almost breaking Lamar's record. So that's why we're having this conversation is, man, what could have been and what we have now, or what should have been versus what we have now, and building off of, a quarterback that clearly is a better pure passer, better processor of the game, can just break down certain defenses already. He just has that look and feel to him that is levels above what Justin showed. Even though, yes, me as well, I was on the Justin Fields bandwagon. And like Pat said, I'll root for any quarterback that has the blue and orange on. So it's not like it's hard to believe that we were rooting for Justin to succeed because we wanted him to succeed. He looked the part. When he came from Ohio State, the man threw over 4,000 yards, had a bunch of touchdowns, rushing touchdowns as well. Like, he looked the part. So it was exciting to have somebody that had that kind of athletic ability to not only have a deep ball and have the passing, but also be able to scramble and be speedy enough for the quarterback position. Like, it was exciting. We were jacked just to get somebody like that in the building. But from what I'm seeing, it's a two-parter for me. I feel like Caleb is a better, just pure skill set player. Maybe not more athletic, but you're talking about IQ with the game, arm talent, like the way he thinks the game already out is better. But then also too, he's been set up in a situation better. I think the front office and the regime here in the organization has set him up better than they did for Justin Fields, and that's just the truth. Like Justin, did he have the pieces around him like Caleb does to succeed? No, we can honestly say all he had was DJ Moore, and he actually had a really good season with just DJ Moore. DJ Moore had his best yards season in his career, but that wasn't enough. He didn't have Keenan Allen. He didn't have Roma Dunze. He didn't have a better running back in DeAndre Swift. He doesn't have extra tight end help with Gerald Everett. He didn't have a really good OC, as we found out when it comes to Luke Getsy trying to change him into Aaron Rodgers and change his foot position, all these different things with his mechanics. Like, it was just completely bad, and so we learned from that. And I think that also goes into why you're seeing, number one, a better player, but also a better team around that better player as well.
Yeah. Kid, my fault, I forgot to tell you, bro. We got over 100 in the chat.
Hey,
over 200 in the chat now. Hey, we got both.
We got 200.
Got 200.
That's a double pump.
In the chat.
Oh, snap.
Hey, y'all, baby. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the morning breeze. Someone said
Let's
Pat
go.
didn't pay the light bill. Apparently so. No. My man's having some
I don't know what's
technical
going on
difficulties.
with
He'll
Pat,
be
man.
back
Sorry
soon.
about that.
Could be the weather.
He'll definitely be back soon. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, he wasn't expecting all of us to show up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened.
He taking a break now that everybody.
Hey, we
gotta
got
go get his
Don't worry
eggs and
about it.
bacon.
I love the comments here of all the people that say this is a relevant conversation, stuff like that. No, it's not. Shut up. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Gotta
Listen,
love Petty.
I'm about to cook you now. Let Caleb struggle for two games.
Yeah.
First name y'all gonna bring out is, well, listen, Justin could have did this.
Let him struggle for 2 games. Let Justin actually play well.
Let rookie Caleb struggle for 2 games and let Justin Fields actually look good for his 3rd, 4th year in the league. You're gonna sit there and have half of you in that chat is gonna be like, yo, we could have had that. Shut up. You flip-flop. Y'all flip-flop. Like that's what happens. That's one of the things when I first became a Bears fan. That's one thing I noticed. This is a crazy fan base. If you win, great. Right? Everyone loves you, right? Even if you're not playing well. If we win, cool. Guess what, y'all? We rolled with Mitch that way. Wasn't playing well at times, but we was winning. That's our quarterback. Boom. We gonna ride with it. Matt Nagy clearly wasn't a great coach. We was riding with him. Because why? We were winning. It was working. It is what it is, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Jay, hey, that's a funny comment. That's a funny comment.
About Legendarius.
Hey, it's a funny comment.
That's hilarious. One too many on the show.
So all I'm saying is this, like, the reality of it is it's a pertinent conversation because we're now getting closer to the season. We're getting closer to seeing if he's a real deal. And some of you all just don't have the patience to let a rookie be a rookie. You see, he's the 1st overall pick, stuff like that. Oh, he better be that, not knowing that his legends who were the 1st overall pick or very talented individuals that were drafted. And guess what? Some of them actually weren't that good when they first started. Peyton Manning still has the record for most interceptions by a rookie. Some people have him in the top 5. He ended up being one of the GOATs.
It's going to be it's really going to be a matter of patience because and it's the human element of it all, and we can't like overlook that or try to act like it doesn't exist, or for those who do react this way for them to be like stupid or idiots. Honestly, there's going to be quite a few people that if Caleb does struggle out the gate, and then in converse with that, Fields plays well because, well, now they're letting him play the way he played when he was in Ohio State. Or maybe they fix his footwork back to what's more comfortable for him. And so now he's playing with the weapons that he has because, Pittsburgh does have weapons. And now he's able to do what he's able to do. It's going to be an honest thing where there's going to be quite a few people that will look over East and look at Pittsburgh and say, man, that was our guy. Don't let Caleb start, playing and maybe in the press conference, as things not going well, maybe he gets a little emotional. We're going to look over at Pittsburgh and be like, that was our guy. And like you said, Peyton Manning did have a struggle for his first year, but there's going to be quite a few people.
Yeah, I ever go back and look at that year? I should have switched the camera. So sorry about that. Yeah, I have to go
What's
back and
that?
look at that year. Like, go look at some film from Peyton. It was a bad year. Hey, Peyton,
Yeah.
he didn't
It
look
was
good.
terrible. It was terrible.
Peyton didn't look good at all. He's one of my favorite QBs all time. Yeah, no, it was a rough year. It was a rough year.
Yeah.
So
You want to know who else had a bad year? Was Drew Brees as well. He wasn't really good in his rookie season. I mean, we're talking about
trash.
two of the all-time greats. But there was a comment that I mentioned I wanted to bring out, which is very true. Somebody had mentioned that Caleb is a passer, or Justin Fields is a runner. Caleb is a passer. Justin Fields is a better runner. Caleb is a better passer. And when you're talking about strictly the quarterback position, you obviously want the latter. Like you're not looking for the quarterback to be your best runner. If I can have the quarterback be my best passer, then I have all the other running backs to do the rest of the job for me because that's their job. It's in the title, running back. Like, you got Khalil Herbert, you got DeAndre Swift, you got Roshan Johnson, you got Travis Homer, you got what's your boy's name that is a Harvard grad? I forgot his name now, but he was showcased on the second episode of
Oh, yeah.
Hard Knocks. I
Oh,
can't
that
remember
kid
his
got
name
wheels
offhand
too.
right now. Yeah. But he
Boy.
himself, like, we have a
What's that?
whole system of running backs. Oh, we got Pat back. Man is alive. What in the
Oh,
world happened?
yeah.
Full power outage, boys.
Wow,
Full
seriously.
power outage. I mean, like, it is it is tough out here trying to do a podcast on is Caleb Williams better than Justin Fields? The fans got me.
They didn't want to hear
They
it.
was like, we're not gonna let this happen.
Hey, the moment that went up, they're like, "Yep, cut his power. It's all right."
Cut
So,
his power off, boys.
We
Yeah,
had
no
enough.
full power outage over here. This how you got me. I don't know. What to tell you.
One of the people said Comcast didn't have enough battery power for more than 3 hosts. It was
Bro,
like,
I
it's too many hosts
don't
on
know
Infinite
what the heck
Morning
is
Show.
going on here, bro. Like I literally, at first I was like, did I pay the bill? But no, I mean, like, full power outage, though.
The electrician.
I did do high voltage. I'm literally opening windows. I can get some light in here to just sit at this table and do this show, I guess. Everything sound good? How everything?
Oh, you sound good. Yeah,
Hey,
coming in
listen,
clear.
you here, baby? We gonna make it work.
We gonna make it work. We gonna
We
make
gonna
it
make
work.
it work.
Here's the thing at the end of the day for me, and apologies to everybody who's getting phone pat. But here's the thing at the end of the day for me, when you talk about the Justin Fields over Caleb Williams, or Caleb Williams over Justin Fields conversation right now. If you're starting off now in a better place quarterback-wise than where you left off, that's the barometer of it. And it's not to say that the designer power company is looking like Justin Fields.
Not reliable, huh? Jeez.
And I know people are like, well, why are we having this conversation? Why are we talking about this stuff? This is all that matters this season. Like, let's be real. What would the conversation be if Justin Fields comes out cooking at the start of the season? What's the conversation going to be if Justin Fields plays well at the start of the season? Well, like, we know what this is going to be. And to me, like I said, this for me is just a feeling right now. But what it feels like when you watch Caleb Williams is that this young man, IQ-wise, understands the quarterback position, can diagnose what he's seeing, can go through his progression, can adjust his diagnosis based on what he's seeing, and can make a decision, whether it's the right decision or the wrong decision. Justin Fields, sometimes his decision was take off.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference to me.
Oh, it definitely was. It was, hey, first look ain't there. These wheels are, but that's all it was. That's all it was.
And I think here's the other thing that I've been able to see from Caleb up at camp. The other thing that I've really been able to take away from him is there's a trust of the system that just wasn't there. And listen, with Justin, there is some leeway for me with, like, having Luke Getsy. Luke Getsy's not a good offensive coordinator. That will also be proven this season. Right. There is also some leeway for the situation that Justin Fields went to. But at the end of the day, that's the NFL, boys. Sometimes you don't get to have the sometimes you don't get to have the perfect scenario go your way. You have to take advantage of the moments that are given to you. And so I feel for Justin Fields in that aspect. But when you watch how Caleb Williams, not only going through his progression, not only trying to find the right guy, but knowing where to go with the football. And apparently I'm doing a thumbs up.
That actually was kind of cool.
That was crazy. Knowing where to go with the football, trusting that the guy is going to be there if I deliver the football to this spot,
Right.
and delivering that football on time, it's night and day, boys. It's night and day. And this is somebody, like I said, this is from somebody who was pro Justin Fields, was excited for what Justin Fields could build here. And to me, now you're in a spot where it is funny because you almost sit there and go, yo, like, is this what a quarterback is supposed to look like? Is this what we missed out on?
It was a play in the last preseason game where I think it was a bootleg. And as Caleb was coming around, he had all this wide open space, and then he threw it to DJ. And I said, that's different.
Different, right?
Well, you talking about the one that DJ dropped?
No. They both was curling going to the right. Caleb came out of a bootleg, and instead of running the ball, he just threw it. It was a soft little, easy little pass, but I don't know if Justin would have did that.
Oh, this was against the one. This is against Cincy in practice.
Right.
Okay. I'm thinking you're going back to the actual game. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that because I feel like what Pat was saying about the feel, you can just see it. It's also the eye test. I know somebody said it's not about the feel, it's the eye test. I think it's both. You get a feeling for a player because you just see how he moves, how he goes about his business. We saw that from the get-go. And again, I go back to this regime is learning from their mistakes quickly. They gave this man the playbook before they drafted him because they knew they were going to draft him. You gave him all the tools to succeed. You gave him all the time to get to where he's already at now. And so that's where the success, I think, comes from. Also, you're looking at Justin Fields right now. Unfortunately, they're trying him out at wide receiver. They're trying him out at running back. They're trying him out at every dang on position just to get him out there because he is a special talent. He's an athletic talent. But is he a quarterback? No. And well, I'll say he's not a high-level quarterback. And so that's why I think it's okay to have the conversation because already as a rookie, you're seeing things that you haven't seen at a high level on Caleb's side than Justin's side. And the more you look at the competition level too, I mean, them beating Buffalo the way they did, even though, yes, first string only was out there for a little bit of time, they dominated the first string. You're talking about the defense dominating the run game yesterday against Cincy and Joe Burrow getting picked off, Kevin Byard having 4 interceptions in 3 training days. Like the offense is still humming. Like this is exciting to talk about. Like this is what we're looking forward to. We're seeing the constant progress on both sides of the ball, and that's why it's exciting to talk about.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no,
100%. Heel.
No, here's the thing. I
crazy.
don't think that. I think that Justin Fields will still end up starting in
Pittsburgh.
with Pittsburgh. At the end of the day, the Steelers are going to try and put the best guy out there who's going to be the best guy for whatever the foreseeable future is, right? And realistically speaking, it's just better for you to see if Justin Fields can play because then you don't have to go draft a quarterback if you can make him work in your system. So I think he's going to play quarterback. I do think that when you watched him in the preseason, you saw some of the same mistakes. Now, I also see people sitting there going, well, Justin Fields fumbled 2 snaps. No, 2 snaps were fumbled because his center didn't snap the football right, which is why his center got benched. But I like that we're trying to push that narrative out there. But to me, you do see when you see him throwing the football, right? It's a little bit behind guys. When you see him assessing the defense, right? It's taking just a little bit longer. And seeing the difference between him and Caleb Williams, like you can clearly see it, right? There's a clear, this is Caleb Williams' rookie year right now. first opportunity versus a defensive preseason. Yesterday, going up against a defense in Cincinnati in the joint practice, and every time he goes up against a defense that's not his defense, he simply dominates.
Yeah,
he simply dominates, right? Like to me, those are things that you can look at right now and just go, are we in a better position? And yeah, is the team in a better position? Of course he was. But at the end of the day, the quarterback right now is diagnosing quicker. The quarterback right now is moving quicker. The quarterback right now is making decisions quicker, and he's making decisions with his arms, not with his legs. My biggest thing for Justin Fields was always, Justin Fields is 1-2 me. He's going to get to his first read, he's going to get to his second read, and then he's going to take off if both of them ain't there.
yeah.
Your first and second read, if you got your first and second read being Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, that's fine. But he didn't have that. You know, DJ Moore is one. You had Equinemius St. Brown as two, or Darnell Mooney when he was out there, right?
Yeah.
And there just wasn't that trust there. There wasn't that trust with the system. There wasn't that trust with the ability of the playmakers on that side outside of DJ Moore. DJ Moore was the only guy that he was able to throw, that he was consistently willing to target in tough moments. He didn't trust the system enough to just put the ball out there and let his playmakers make plays. Now, when you have Keenan Allen as your second playmaker, that does make a difference. But Caleb Williams is already coming in with that. Caleb Williams is already walking in the door going, all right, this is where the ball is supposed to be. And it's the one thing about Shane Waldron, when you talk about what's different at the offensive coordinator position, Shane Waldron is putting importance, and he talked about this as well, on delivering the football to the right spot for this play.
Hey, why is Grady choosing violence this early in the morning? Like,
Is my headset bad, or is he just picking on me?
No, Grady has been cooking all morning. Like, hey, Grady,
He
where do
said
you
my
stay?
headset is Justin Fields.
Are you in
with the Bluetooth
Chicago? Like,
technology.
Grady's been
Caleb.
cooking all morning, dog. Pat's power goes out, he has nothing but heat for you. I'm like, Jesus, he didn't miss a beat. Hey, he didn't say anything else until the power went out. Like, then all of a sudden, I was like, hey, you're a true fan and a hater at the same time, and I love it.
I love you,
beautiful
Grady.
thing.
Got
You
to
need
keep
that
being
energy
Grady.
in the morning.
Keep being Grady.
Hey, but you know what, man?
Hey,
I definitely think that
whoever this dude is, whoever, I don't know if I could. Oh, I can't. Whoever this dude is, y'all
yeah.
attributing a football player fandom to sexuality is the weirdest thing by far.
It's
And I
gotta stop.
guarantee you, y'all be the main
It's
ones
crazy
sitting there
work.
questioning Caleb Williams' sexuality. Y'all need a better life. Y'all need to do better in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need like that. That's such a weird thing to. Justin sexual. Who came up with that?
Some weirdo.
That's
Like, y'all gotta be in your basement and have never touched a woman in your life. Like, my guy, you have to just be sitting there every night going down 2006 Lacey Duvall videos. Like, you're bad. You're doing bad out here, brother. Get your life together.
Hey, listen. Cut OnlyFans be their highest bill every month. Yeah,
Bro,
like
OnlyFans gotta be. They paying taxes on OnlyFans, dog.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's a weird thing to attribute to a football player. Let's make it sexual. It's football, dog.
Yeah, come on. Like, seriously. And that's the thing is like,
oh, is that the Spirit of Ezekiel? Is that who that is?
I don't know. Did he come in as a different person?
Is that the Spirit of Ezekiel still lurking out here?
It don't matter.
Maybe. Whatever. We moving on.
No, but to attribute.
Thanks for coming to the show.
To attribute the fact that someone could be a fan of a player and then try to make it something, weird.
It's weird, bro.
It's
a weird thing.
Weird. It's weird, bro. And it's like at this point, like, okay, so anytime you a fan of a quarterback and maybe he didn't turn out the way you hoped, you got to go and attach sexuality to the last part of his name. Like, come on now.
It's a little weird.
Come on. But I will say this, we talked about the eye test, and obviously, Justin didn't get handed the right hand when he first came in. He didn't get what Caleb is getting right now. He didn't get set up. He wasn't trusting his offensive coordinator. As a matter of fact, what was it, game 2 or 3? They asked him what's going on. He said it's the coaching. So Justin knew all along he wasn't being set up for success, whereas Caleb has been set up for success. But even with that, I still think Caleb might be already better. And that's crazy.
Yeah, I also got to look at like the level of like going back past the player level. You're looking at the GM level to me, and I saw another person say Ryan Pace was just bad at talent evaluation versus Ryan Poles. The longer and longer we go down the more years go by with the way Ryan Poles has done things, you just got to admit Ryan Poles knows what he's doing also more than what Ryan Pace.
Yeah.
He just is a different way of seeing the skill set in a player, knowing what to do, knowing how to really fleece the league with these trades, knowing when not to trade, like when we just missed out on Matt Judon. But if you think about it, I think that was still a good loss in a sense because you had a team that in the Patriots that wanted him, and they were talking about us giving up a second. We could have gave him a second because we had an extra one. But Pace was like, hey, Poles was like, hey, you know what? No, we're going to stand pat. We're going to do something a little bit better. Probably hold that for something a little bit better down the line. Maybe still thinking about Hassan Reddick. Whatever the case may be, I think Ryan Poles just overall is a better talent evaluator than what we had in the past as well.
The funny thing about
I
this
agree
is
with that.
I love the fact that the conversation we're having now, you know what it actually ultimately means for the fan base? That you all are just very passionate. No matter if you've chose to be weird about it or not, you're very passionate about this team. And you know what? That's what this team is going to be as we move into
The
this.
sexual stuff is weird. Like, we
No,
talking
it's
football. That's
weird. Don't get
bro.
me wrong.
That's weird.
That's
That's not
weird.
passion. Hey, that's passion in a different way, bro. You
No,
having too
yeah.
much passion.
That's it is weird, but it's also weird for you to be considered a hater just when you are criticizing clear flaws that you see within a player. I didn't criticize him as a person. I didn't criticize him like there's no. I'm not besmirching him as an individual, but when I talk about his play and it's not good, oh, now you're a hater. Like, no, this is sports. This is what happens. Like, guess what? That's what happens in that entire realm. That it just is what it is. But
Yeah.
it's a very passionate fan base, and you know what? I think the organization finally put together the right set of individuals who who are not only together on the field, but they are also together in the front office, and that right there is it's a change we haven't seen. That is a wild comment, Trick. Jesus. But,
So cheap passion.
Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. My phone delayed, bro. I got no power.
You know what? I wanted to just point out Ebony Sales' comment too, because she said, "F Junon, we're not in win now mode." I'm gonna
I
be honest
disagree
with
with
you.
that.
By all accounts, we're in win now mode. I don't think this is a season where we're looking to tank by any means. I think everybody's expecting this team to be really, really good. You see panels, and I don't know if everybody trusts Nick Wright. I know sometimes he can go a little too far, but the Bears is one of the top 5 NFL rosters. Like we don't have that many deficiencies all over the place to be calling this a rebuild season. So I disagree a little bit. I love the passion, Ebony, but at the same time, I feel like this is not a rebuilding. This is not a let's just wait and see season or wait for the next year. So we're rebuilding. We still have some pieces that need to grow, but at the same time, we're looking to win more than we did last year. We're looking to win the division.
And listen, I think the fact that Ryan Poles was going after that tells you what it really is. Tells you where he's at. Right? It's not that Bears fans were going after it. It's that Ryan Poles was on the phone with the New England Patriots, and with being the final 2 teams in there, he didn't get picked. Right? They went with a different team. But you were going after Matthew Judon. You made one of the 2 best offers to go out there and get this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that there is something to it. It's not that the fans are in win now mode. It's not that Bears fans are sitting here going, I think that we can win a lot of games. Ryan Poles is telling you that.
Yeah.
Ryan Poles is telling you that by the way that he's trying to build this team out. You know what I mean? And I think when you see yesterday, and again, like how Caleb Williams dominated at the joint practice, I feel like it's so funny because we got to after the show and everybody was like, so did Caleb Williams dominate or not? Like he threw 3 touchdowns. It's like I said he threw 3 touchdowns. Like
Nah, Pat, you really didn't. You really didn't emphasize
I
that.
literally diagrammed all 3 touchdowns and told you how he got them.
Listen, we walked into that whole segment and it was just like, yeah, you know, the defense, it was very defensive intense, like defensive heavy. Like and you said it was cool. Like I get what you were saying, because the defense ultimately, I mean, they picked off Joe Burrow 3 times. That's a win.
There's one thing on this team that is already great, and that's the defense. And so I'm going to lead with the thing that's great. But Caleb Williams dominated. Like I said, he threw 3 touchdowns. I diagrammed all 3 of them.
Hey, listen, I listened back to it, my G, on the way home. Nah, I ain't hear that. But I got you. I see what you were aiming for. It's okay. It's all right. By the way, Scottish Bear.
You didn't hear me explain how all 3 touchdowns got thrown?
Hey, Pat, I heard you say that we eventually got there. I saw what you was trying to lay down, but I mean, like, you didn't lead with that at all. I thought Caleb was a bum, like, for a minute in this practice. It just is what it is.
How you
baby.
a bum throwing 3 touchdowns?
Well, we didn't know he threw 3 touchdowns until we got to that segment, and you didn't even say, "Oh yeah, he threw 3 touchdowns." You was like, "Oh no, Caleb had a decent day." I mean, he had one to DJ Moore, he had one here. It's like one what? One pass, one touchdown. What happened here, Pat? Give us the 4-1-1. But it's all right. It worked.
Hey, and I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth with Ebony. I just wanted to make a response to it because I love the passion again. But basically, he's saying, hey, you know what win now mode means? You give up that 2 for Judon. Judon is coming off of injury. He's a very good. He had very good seasons. Obviously, we went over the numbers that he had. So you want that in the building, but at the same time, are you giving up a 2 for somebody that's an aging defender when you could get other pieces and keep your 2? By the way, also the reason why they chose the trade with the Patriots, the Falcons, that is, over the Bears, is because they expect the Falcons, who's really got a really good team, to be worse than us. You know what that means? That means everybody expects the Bears to be really good, and so they got that 3rd round pick, expecting it to be a worser pick for the draft.
Hey, which is crazy to me because if we being real, like after trading Matthew Judon there, I was like, yo, this Falcons team about to be like in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're really good, bro.
Yeah,
like Kirk Cousins gonna get you to the playoffs. He's just not gonna win there.
Hey, history has proven you right. I can't even say anything about that.
Yeah, you got nothing on Kirk Cousins.
I ain't got nothing on that. Hey, listen, but fantasy wise, Kirk Cousins is a god. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so pick him in the first round, baby. Pick him in the first round over Pat Mahomes. Then
I'm definitely gonna get him before Aaron Rodgers. I'll tell you that much.
Pick him in the first round before Pat Mahomes.
No, why would I do that? Hey, Pat's the GOAT. Why would I do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. You trying to? Are you killing me here?
The one thing about Kid is Kid gonna pick a first round quarterback no matter what.
Crazy work.
And I'm gonna do it again. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to happen. And I'm going to. Hey, okay. Hey, listen. It's 4 QBs you take in the first round, and you have.
What was your record last year?
What league?
I think in all of them. You didn't win in none of them.
No, I didn't win in. I mean, my second year of ever playing fantasy. Yeah, I didn't win in that one, but I'm already a champion. It's all right. I can live with that. It's all right. My worst league, I had a lot of injuries. Oh, what I came in 9th. I bet on Burrow. I don't know why I did that. Burrow is not a great fantasy quarterback.
No, he's not, because he don't run. You're great fantasy
quarterback. Yeah, no, it's strictly passing.
Guys who are the dual threat guys. Kyler Murray probably going to be a great fantasy quarterback this year, to be honest with you.
Kyler Murray's up there.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray. Listen, I didn't trust him. He didn't play He didn't play a lot last season either, didn't he? He was injured, or
he missed the beginning portion of the season last year.
I don't know how I ended up with Burrow, and I was like, because he was like literally the best one there. But okay.
Oh, you ended up with Burrow because my fantasy team automatically picked Mahomes for me because I wasn't paying attention in the draft because I didn't know we had the draft that day.
So even the AI said pick a quarterback first.
Oh yeah, it's still wrong.
Okay, all right, okay.
Very wrong.
I'm already a champ. Is a great coach.
Is a great coach.
You're goddamn right it
Grady
is,
is
especially
begging
when
to be
everyone
in the
says, well, you don't know what
fantasy
you're
league.
doing, but I won more than you have already. Some people been playing ain't got one yet. So it's all right. It's
What's
cool.
crazy is I feel like wide receivers are getting more love than running backs now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got the first overall pick in our league, wide receiver, baby. I'm going. I can't trust.
We
I
know
can't
who he's
trust
picking.
CMC.
Can't blame you.
I can't trust CMC. He already hurt. Bro. I can't trust it.
I don't know, man. It's CMC.
There's
though.
newer running backs coming up the list anyway. I mean, you talking about new names already.
But none of them are better than Tyreek Hill. I don't even care.
No,
They can't
not
keep
at
me
all.
from
I
Tampa.
would be doing
I'm
the same
planting
thing
my
you did.
flag on that mountain.
I would be going the same route you would. Yep.
Yeah.
agree with
None
that.
of them are Tyreek Hill. Just understand that. So, Tua, you better stay healthy, you bum. Man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Again, apologies for this. Yeah, the whole house's power is out. I don't even know if it's back. I ain't heard nothing beep. So ComEd might be sending us a nice little check, if the food goes bad.
Baby.
Get a little checky check.
Let's hope the
It's so
food
wild
doesn't
too
go
because
bad.
ComEd
Pat.
sponsors one of my segments on ESPN now. So ComEd, let's get it together, baby. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us this morning. We got a lot of content coming you guys' way today. So make sure that you stay tapped in with us, man. For the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid. C-Dub, not running the ones and twos today, but usually running the ones and twos. And of course, Mr. Meaty himself, ladies and gentlemen. Only reason I ain't do over 300 in the chat is because
come on.
The only reason I do is because I can't scream upstairs, bro. Like, y'all gotta. I can't do it. I can't scream.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I wake this baby up. My wife gonna kick my butt. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love.